one of the things that was the hot button was back then is just people telling these stories about how many hours they wait in their apartment for the on-time, for the cable guy.
Right.
And what we realized is, what if the cable companies, the one thing that people thought cable guys cared about was money, right? And first and foremost. And in that context, if we told people that we would make a guarantee that we would show up, and if we don't show up, we'd give you $20. And it was a very simple sort of, you think of it now, it's like, well, that's not so innovative. That's just common courtesy. But it was really the representation of, we get that you're mad at us, and we're not promising to fix it. We're basically telling you, if we don't, we're giving you something you know we care a lot about. And what we heard from people is like, they all sort of sat up in their seats and said, well, if they do that, that must mean maybe something's changing. The other thing we found out is if we simply made the promise like, hey, we're going to guarantee you this alone, that in itself got you halfway there, but there was still cynicism about the offer. And was it real? And would it really change their behavior? What we then said, and listen, to Dick's credit, he was like, okay, and he took a deep breath. He said, I love this. We have to do it. But, it had such business implications. We had to go to Joe. We met with the EVPs. And many of the senior executives initially feared that, I wonder whether we think our employees are going to think we're kind of making fun of them, that they're not showing up on time. And in fact, it was just the opposite. The employees said, I do my job, we work hard, there are challenges, but I've never been able to look at a customer and have the tool to say, look, hold my feet to the fire, and if we're not here, we're going to take care of you. And this on-time guarantee, it not only mobilized the troops, but it also allowed them to have a conversation with consumers about how their behavior was going to change and how the company really meant it. So it became not an ad campaign, not an image campaign. It became cultural change, organizational change, a business change, a customer service change, and, yes, a communications change.